From Los Angeles, we're at the Coliseum for the start of the second half. USC with a 14-7 lead on Utah State. Dave Fleming, David Diaz, Infante back with you here at the Coliseum. And David, I thought the USC offense did some good things in the first half. But to me, at least, what was most impressive about the Trojans was the way they defended one of the best quarterbacks in the country, Chucky Keeton.
Absolutely. The defense as good as advertised. I thought they did a great job. Anytime you hold an offense that comes in averaging almost 50 points a game to 7 in the first half, you're doing the right thing. Great combination of pressure and coverage from behind. And then Williams, an outstanding defensive end for SC. You see the pursuit, you see the physicality on defense, and the pressure they put on offenses. They've got a lot of hits on Chucky Keeton, been pressuring them. I've given up a couple big plays, but nothing to get him in the end zone. So it'll be interesting to see if they could keep this up against one of the most exciting players in the country.
Well, Keeton made a couple big plays, some impressive throws, but I think overall you're right. USC, that pressure kept the Aggies offense out of the normal rhythm we have seen from them, and the competition a lot different in the first few weeks of the season. But Utah State came in averaging 49 points a game, well over 500 yards a game, and they just did not get a lot going with Keeton and their weapons on offense. They will get the ball first here to start the second half. Jay Glover right, back deep to receive for the Aggies. So here we go, a very big game on both sides for different reasons. Opportunity for the Aggies for kind of a program defining win on the road against the powerhouse Trojans, and for USC, with all the pressure around this program, Trojans feel like they gotta have this one. It'll be a touchback, and we'll throw down to Shelley Smith, who talked to the Utah State head coach Matt Wells.
Very calm, very poised, says we are right in this game. What we have to do better, obviously, is rush the ball and do a better job on third down. They are just 2 of 7 converting third downs. So if we can run the ball a little bit better, be a little cleaner, a little more consistent, and convert those third downs, we'll be right there.
All right, Shelley, thanks. And I do think that word clean, the penalties, there were some very big penalties against the Aggies, and they need to clean those up if they have a chance here today.
Yeah, 7 penalties in the first half of play.
Last 3 times they had the ball in the first half, Utah State had 3 and out, and here we go, another penalty.
False start, number 66 of the offense. It remains first down, 5-yard penalty.
I mean, this is just so unlike what we've seen from Utah State these last couple of years. Very sloppy with a lot of mistakes like that.
Yeah, a veteran unit. These aren't the types of penalties, the false starts that you typically see from a veteran group like this.
So Chucky Keeton on 1st and 15. Not how the Aggies wanted to start. Keeton is going to try to run and just nowhere to go. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but Leonard Williams, number 94, he is a stud. He was right there.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 290 pounds. And you see the quick swim move on the design, I think, quarterback draw. They're trying to get out of the way.
Now those guys up front, look at all the experience for Utah State, and they have had big-time issues against USC's defensive line. And we should tag that by saying SC's defensive line is a very talented group. That throw way away from the intended target, Brandon Swindle, incomplete, and Chucky Keeton looks a little lost right now.
Yeah, rush that throw a little bit right there, you know, because USC's, they've been all around them all afternoon long, and that starts to get in the quarterback's head at some point. The clock starts running, going, boy, I've got to make a quick decision, and that time to time it off with the wide receiver.
How many of these 3rd and long kind of plays have we seen from the Aggies? A lot. And they have not been very successful outside of one big pass play. 2 receivers left. Now a 3rd. Van Leeuwen in motion out left. Keeton back to pass and throws short. The pass is almost intercepted. Off the deflection, it came right to big Leonard Williams, and he thinks he should have had it. It's 4th and 15.
Again, there's a combination of pressure and coverage. This time Utah State picks up the pressure, but the hit by Hayes Puller, the linebacker, on Van Leeuwen. Boy, I tell you what, that one you're going to feel tomorrow.
Big time hit to force the incompletion, nearly the interception on the ricochet. Now a little change in the protection for the punt game. And Ventrude, and again, he was pressured end over end punt. It's going to bounce and take a Utah State bounce out of bounds, but excellent field position coming up for the Trojans offense. After that punt of 36 yards and no return, 14-7 USC, and the field position for the Trojans offense. We'll see if that play calling can get a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, not really pushing the ball down the field except for the end of that second half. But the running game's getting going, and they've got to find that mix between being physical and attacking the line of scrimmage and that play action game to get Marquise Lee down the field.
So Cody Kessler, who I think overall had a nice first half.
Solid. He had a very solid first half. Managed the football game pretty darn well.
So the officials stop USC from coming to the line here. And I think we've got a problem with the chain on the far sideline, so an equipment timeout almost before SC can get going on offense. Cody Kessler, just 6'1", but a real good athlete, kid from Bakersfield. And Kessler, who was a great high school basketball player, just a real good all-around athlete, and that's what they're trying to get worked out. That equipment, the chain is broken. So they got to fix the chains. While we have a moment, we get a chance to remind you ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Hampton Hotels. Auburn LSU tonight 7:45 Eastern on ESPN. Also available live on Watch ESPN. The Tigers at home under the lights against the Auburn Tigers. So now we're ready to go. That chain has been fixed. 1st and 10 USC. Trey Madden, the tailback, on his way to another 100-yard rushing day. He's had 3 of them already to start the year. Kessler back to pass in the pocket, deep left side. Lee with the drop, and I think he had a chance to make that catch. Could not hang on. That was a good throw by Cody Kessler.
One of the toughest catches to make, over your shoulder, back and away. But those are the ones the great ones make, and Marquise Lee makes those kind of catches. You see him come over the top and just can't secure the football at the end. But nice shot down the field by Cody Kessler. Look, you see, he goes, oh, I had him. Had him.
If you want to be considered the best wide receiver in the country, the best player in the country, and that's what a lot of folks think about Marquise Lee, you got to make that catch. I know Lee's been frustrated with the uneven offense, not getting him the ball enough in this early part of 2013, but he's got to make that play. They're going back to him again. Lee with the penalty flag thrown. It's incomplete, and he got held up there by Nevin Lawson.
A little hand fighting going on down the field there by Nevin Lawson. Marquise Lee.
Pass interference, number 1 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I like the aggressive nature right there. See a little shake and go up the sideline. It's just a little hand, Johnson. I don't know. That's a pretty tough call right there.
Well, I think you do appreciate from the SC side, hey, our star, he dropped the ball. Let's go right back to him, try to keep him involved in the game. And I think that was the thought process from Lane Kiffin there. On the penalty, another Aggies penalty. 1st and 10 Trojans. Handoff Madden. Cuts it upfield, gets hit, and across the line of scrimmage for a gain of a yard. Well, Marquise Lee, another position in the history of this program with great success, and he's climbing the ladder. 212 all-time receptions. Everybody expects that he'll get to his former teammate Robert Woods and set a new USC career record by the end of this year if he stays healthy. So 212 catches now for Marquise Lee. And you see the yardage. He has been a big play guy from the moment he stepped on this campus.
Well, you talk to coaches that have to face him week in and week out, and they just rave about his big play ability and how concerned you have to be on the other side of the ball about him.
2nd and 9, the fake pitch play, the throw toward Lee, and this one is caught inbounds. Nice reception for a first down to the 26-yard line. So a gain of 14 yards to Lee.
And you'll see Lee again, and Cody Kessler under duress knows he's going to take a hit again, delivers that ball accurately to Lee. You're going to see Kessler right there. He's going to take a lick by B.J. Larson. Nice throwing of the football. Marquise Lee making a play.
4th catch for Lee, 45 yards. He's a little banged up as he goes to the sideline. And now movement, and that one may be against the Trojans. They're going to talk about it.
False start, offensive line. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Can't pin it down. Just everybody had a problem there. So the line moved. Walker, Kevin Graff, the right tackle, and I think even the tight end, Grimble, flinched there. 1st and 15 USC. Trojans offense, though, has looked better here today. They played well last week against Boston College. After a very ugly start to the year the first 2 weeks, they get some rhythm on offense. Aguilar came in motion. Madden gets the carry. Broke 1 tackle, but not a second. A gain of a couple yards. Not much question right now who the lead dog at the running back spot is. Trey Madden has taken that job. What a day at the Coliseum. And it's not full again. They had their smallest crowd in more than a decade last week. That's been part of the problem. Not only the lack of success last year, the loss against Washington State earlier this year. Uninspiring offensive program used to it. There's a mistake. The botch snap. Madden did a great job just to scoop it up and get close to the line of scrimmage. But that's a loss. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that football looked like it almost went through Cody Kessler's legs. I've never seen a botch snap like that from under center.
Well, that was not a shotgun play.
And then I think someone kicked it. The ball dropped down. And I think one of the offensive linemen actually kicked it backwards.
Madden did well to avoid a much bigger loss. Still, though, it's 3rd and 14. Marquise Lee, we saw him on the sideline. He is back in the game at the bottom part of the screen. Madden comes into the backfield. Kessler throws the screen to Madden. Made 1 man miss. Cuts it middle, but is tackled after a short gain. Nevin Lawson, nice play. 4th down. And it looks like SC is going to try a field goal. And that drive stalled. Andre Hadari. 3 for 5 kicking field goals so far this season. Couple big misses in the loss against Washington State.
Well, once again, too, they get a couple big plays in the passing game. Then a false start gets them behind the sticks and not able to overcome it.
So it'll be a 46-yard try. He's got a lot of leg. You see that long in his year, 52 yards. The kick is on the way, and it is wide left. No good. So after all that, the field goal missed. SC does not score. It's still 14-7 Trojans. Aerial coverage from Los Angeles provided by Goodyear. Tires that go the distance make Goodyear a fan favorite. Goodyear, more driven. Well, the Coliseum here just south of downtown Los Angeles. A look up above to the Goodyear blimp. And down below, even though it really is a spectacular day, it was overcast in the morning. The marine layer is burned off, and they got those coolers working on the sideline. It's gotten hot down on the field. Utah State's offense has just totally stalled here of late. On 1st down, they hand off to Joe Hill. Straight ahead running for a gain of right around 5 yards for the Aggies. And that counts as progress for Utah State. Look at the last 4 possessions for Utah State.
That says it all right there. That tells you about what kind of defense Utah State is facing. The athleticism, the pressuring nature of what Clancy Pendergrass brings to this defense.
They'll give the ball once again, and this time to DiMartino, and he is stopped cold for a loss. Morgan Breslin, the senior, who's known often as a pass rush specialist. Nice play in the run defense.
Watch Morgan Breslin right here on your screen. Watch him engage the blocker, extend his arms, shed the blocker, and make the tackle. That's textbook defense right there.
Eric Schultz, experienced right tackle, just could not maintain that block. A loss of 3. So from 2nd and relatively short to 3rd and relatively long, it's 3rd and 7. Keaton and the Aggies need a 1st down. Back to pass, the quick hitter caught, great hands up the middle, and the run after the catch gets the 1st down. Nice play, Travis Van Leeuwen.
And you'll see number 7, Van Leeuwen.
Quick hitter. They got to the line very quickly. They hand off. DiMartino had the big play in the run game of the first half for the Aggies. The carry there for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
Now you can tell Utah State wants to push the tempo a little bit, getting some kind of rhythm. This can help offenses get going sometimes. You know, pick things up, let your quarterback take charge, and start attacking and putting pressure on that defense.
That was a very big 3rd down conversion. 2nd and 4 for Keaton and the Aggies. They're only down a touchdown. For all the success of SC's defense, it's just a 1-score game. Little pump fake. Keaton still had nowhere to go with the ball. Now he throws downfield, and the pass is caught. And hanging on after the big hit, Bruce Natson, the little guy, showing some toughness coming across the middle. 1st down, Utah State.
We talked about Chucky Keaton and his moxie in the pocket. Look, he gets pressure outside. He's pump faking. Eyes are downfield, extending the play. Finds a wide open receiver down the field for the 1st down.
Kevon Seymour put a pretty big hit on, but the 1st down. And the Aggies are into USC territory. The handoff, Hill, left side running, hits the hole hard and breaks that tackle. Out into the open inside the 30, still going inside the 20. Down to the 19. Finally tackled by Shaw, but 24 yards for the junior from Fullerton, Joe Hill.
And that time Lamar Dawson blitzes backside, and they're running the opposite direction. And you see the speed and big playability of Joe Hill.
Here he is again, picking his way down the left sideline to the 10-yard line. And shoved out of bounds there, so getting some rhythm on the ground. The run game coming to life for Utah State.
And I think tempo has really helped Utah State get into this. Running the football and throwing it.
They went so fast there, the chain gang just is not set up. 2nd and short. Hill breaks one tackle, gets driven, but stays on his feet and lunges forward to try to get the 1st down. We'll see if he got it. That was pretty tough running from a kid who's just 190 pounds.
Yeah, he's not really the downhill guy in their offense. It's usually Joey DiMartino to handle those duties, but they caught USC almost trying to substitute. Defense wasn't set. Nice job of rallying the football when they're just a little disheveled on that side of the football.
Really a disaster with the chain gang on the sideline. They have not been able to get that organized. Whether it's still broken or not, we don't know. But it's 3rd and 1. Keaton back to pass, scrambling right. He throws middle. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Travis Reynolds into the end zone. Utah State 1 point away, an extra point away from tying this game. What a drive.
And again, you see Chucky Keaton with his throw first mentality, extend the play. A receiver uncovers because of his ability to move. Launch point. Touchdown, Utah State.
So Travis Reynolds with the touchdown catch. Nick Diaz, the place kicker. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Aggies with a 9-play, 72-yard drive, and Chucky Keaton came to life. Great throw, the catch by Reynolds, and the Aggies and the Trojans are tied.
ESPN's College Football on ABC. Brought to you by Wrangler. Nothing beats Wrangler comfort. Wrangler, real, comfortable jeans. Degree, it won't let you down. And the Venture Card from Capital One. Earn double miles you can actually use.
It is Hispanic Heritage Month, and here on the USC campus, they have some beautiful murals, a monument dedicated to Cesar Chavez. He visited this campus many times. They have a great history of Hispanic Americans here at USC, not just as students, but going on to great things.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at that list, you know, so proud of the Mexican American heritage, the Hispanic heritage here in the LA area and at USC.
That's such a big part of the culture here in this city. The kickoff, and Marquise Lee bringing it back. Lee to the 20, and he spins through a tackle. Lee still going across the 30 and finally driven out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. But this game tied thanks to this play.
You'll see Chucky Keaton too. He's going to set up in the pocket, and here's Reynolds right here. He's just come off the ball, and the USC defense, their inside linebacker Hayes Pullard and Dion Baylor just kind of lose track of him. And that's because Chucky Keaton's ability to extend the play and scramble. He uncovers over the middle of the field. He finds him, touchdown, tie ball game, Utah State and USC.
So the tie game, and now some pressure once again on the USC offense. Remember, that whole sequence started. USC moved the ball down the field nicely, but a penalty, a negative play, a missed field goal. The Aggies got the ball back. They marched 72 yards for the game-tying touchdown. Kessler, play fake, in the pocket, hit as he throws. He's got his man wide open, Aguilar. Aguilar to midfield and tackled inside Utah State territory. Kessler really took a hit, but delivered a nice ball.
Aguilar wide open on the play, and you'll see the hit that Cody Kessler's going to take as he stands in the pocket, finds the uncovered receiver. You're going to see it right here. He's going to take a hit right in the numbers. Yeah, you can see that one. He felt that one too.
He was in some pain. Zach Vigil, the junior linebacker who put the pressure on, put the hit on. Nelson Aguilar, his second catch of the game, but a nice gain through the passing game. Kessler will give the ball. Right side running, the freshman Davis broke a tackle, and he's ahead for a gain of 4. Let's check in the studios with Robert Flores.
All right, guys, AT&T All-America Player of the Week nominee, Pittsburgh quarterback Tom Savage, the Macho Man, coming off the top rope, delivering a big elbow worth of 6 touchdowns and 424 yards as the Panthers hold on to beat Duke 58-55. Text vote to 34763.
Wow, so a wild game there. A little lower scoring here at the Coliseum. The give to Davis, and you can see the burst there, the true freshman from Stockton. Already's had a couple of touchdown runs in his first year with the Trojans. 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for USC.
3rd down again. USC had some 3rd and shorts. This is manageable. I'd like to see him get the football. We'll see if Trey Madden's in there once again too. Well, play action pass. They got a fullback. Let's see if they fake it and get something down the field.
It's part of the field where you can sort of think 4-down territory as well. They're not running the ball. Kessler sprinting out right, being pressured, and he gets hit and floats one out of bounds. Another big hit, this time from B.J. Larson. So the Trojans have a very tough time on another 3rd down and short.
And you'll see B.J. Larson again taking Cody Kessler to the ground on the hit after the throw. A little sprint out by USC with 2 backs in the backfield. Would love to see them give a little play action fake to do something to uncover somebody down the field.
Instead, it's a punt. Chris Alvarado's been busy for the Trojans. Travis Van Leeuwen deep to receive. So it was not 4-down territory. USC content to punt the ball. This one will be knocked toward the 15-yard line, and that's where it'll be down. So SC cost themselves a few yards there. 14-14, 3rd quarter from the Coliseum. Well, we have seen some good things, particularly from the USC defense, but this is a game. Getting late in the 3rd quarter, Utah State on the road and hanging with the Trojans, doing more than that. They're tied, and they get the ball back with their star junior quarterback, Chucky Keaton. Quick throw, left side, caught, and the ankle tackle behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of a yard on the 1st down pass play. Utah State not surprised to be in this kind of position. The Aggies, their last 4 losses have been against good teams, often on the road, often against power kind of teams, and they've all been close.
Yeah, they've got a lot of faith in each other. Talking to Matt Wells, he said, look, we've played well, we've competed in these games, we've led. The next step is go win one.
And they firmly believe they're ready to do that. So we'll see some pressure perhaps building too on USC. Keaton throws, and it's incomplete. And he threw that one a little bit behind the intended target there, Joe Hill. 3rd and 11 coming up. Hill was open on the left side.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to almost throw a back shoulder to him. Boy, turning the wrong way. The white running back, that's a tough catch to make.
On this 70-degree day at the Coliseum, 3rd and 11. It was a 3rd down conversion that got the drive really going for the Aggies the last time they had the ball. Keaton trying to change the play. Goes back into the shotgun with the play clock down to 5. They get the snap off. Keaton pressured, flushed out to the right, throws off his back foot, incomplete. Dangerous pass intended for Swindle. 4th and 11. The Aggies will punt.
You're going to see number 55 and Breslin coming in off the edge right here. These two rushers coming free. There he is. Pressure right in Keaton's face. They can only pick up one of them.
So the pressure caused the incomplete. Jaron Benrud will punt the ball back to the Trojans, who again get pressure and make contact with the punter. A flag is down. The ball is bouncing back into USC territory. We'll see what that penalty is. SC has pressured in the punt game all day, but that time they made contact with Benrud. 39-yard punt. But it looks like it's not going to be the big penalty. We'll wait for your official word here.
SC may have just dodged a bullet right there.
I think so. They're talking to Utah State about the options here to take the penalty and re-kick. It's not going to be a first down, or keep the ball where it is.
Running into the kicker. Against the defense, this penalty is declined. First down, Utah State.
So Matt Wells decided that he was okay avoiding the big play in the punt game. Here's the penalty.
And you'll see SC coming from the right side, extending out, trying to get a little bit of action there by the Utah State punter.
Yeah, and I think that was a good call. Just
that was
a
a good call.
5-yard penalty. Saturday Night Football presented by Windows. There are 2 games available nationally: Michigan, UConn, or Kansas State and Texas. Tonight at 8 Eastern on ESPN, on ABC or ESPN3. You check your local listings to find out what game is airing on ABC in your area. Big games for different reasons. Michigan, a close call last week, but survived. Huge game for Texas tonight, trying to get some of the pressure off their backs. A similar situation, I think, Texas and USC. Big time power, proud programs, feeling the heat these days. Kessler, and now before the play is off, a penalty flag, and that's going to be another false start penalty. We've had a lot of those.
Number 77 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, the guy who has most of the pressure on his shoulders, that man, 38-year-old Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, he can relate to what Mac Brown is going through. And the Bluebirds were out the week before. The loss to Washington State really got things going. People criticizing his decision not to name a starter until last week. He felt it was in the best interest of the team because he wanted someone to win. He just didn't want to give it to someone. He wanted someone to earn it. And he finally felt like Cody Kessler did just that.
Kessler under center, back to pass on 1st and 15, and he's pressured. He's going to be sacked again. Hit hard, and Kessler's starting to take some hits in this game. There's collective pressure. Jordan Nielsen, though, number 97, in on the play. 2nd down and very long.
That's right, Utah State dialing up their own version of the blitz right there, bringing 5-2 off this edge right there. Number 5 coming in, adding pressure. They just collapse the pocket with Cody Kessler in the middle of it.
And Kyler Fackrell was a part of that. He's had a big game. He is a very talented player for Utah State. Loss of 4, 2nd and 19 for the Trojans. Kessler from the shotgun. With a pump fake, he throws, and the pass is caught. Nice grab right near midfield. And that's Marquise Lee with the catch. Gain of 13. It'll be 3rd down, but much more manageable distance coming up.
And you see the cushion there given to Lee by Utah State, respecting his speed. Boy, he goes up, knows he's going to take a hit, protects the body, secures the catch. Manageable 3rd down now for USC.
Jake Dowdy put the hit on for Utah State. They've thrown to him 9 times. He's caught 6 passes for 72 yards. So the big play aspect hasn't really been there today. He had 1 chance for a big play, and he dropped the ball. 3rd down at 6 for the Trojans. Kessler throws, incomplete. And a total miscommunication there. The receiver, Flournoy, was breaking in. The throw went to the sideline. It's 4th down. And that was ugly.
You'll see Flournoy right there. Britt turns around inside, and the ball goes outside. Miscommunication between Kessler and his wide receiver, the senior.
Well, Kiffin talking to his quarterback. Another punt coming up for the Trojans. Alvarado will kick one deep. Fair catch signal and made inside the 15. Well, the field position battle being won by the Trojans, but on the scoreboard this is still a tie game. 36-yard punt with no return. Well, and the longer this goes, you know, the pressure builds on that man, Lane Kiffin, because the offense has not been good this year, at least good by SC standards. Last week was a step forward, and this week they've shown some things at times. Kessler's made some nice throws, but as a favorite at home against a team from Logan, Utah, the expectations are that SC is going to win and win impressively, and right now they're in a fight. Keaton with the keeper. He's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage. The SC defense is really playing well. Lamar Dawson with that play.
Again, when you talk about Lane Kiffin and how this team has really transitioned, look, he goes, I know the strength of our team is our defense right now. We've got to try and win ugly. Our numbers are down. But I tell you what, the SC fans and alums, they're not used to seeing this. You know, 24 points a game is not what SC is used to. That's not what college football is right now.
Second down and 12. Keaton and the Aggies blitz picked up momentarily. Now Keaton's on the run. Spins back. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. And probably a good thing that it was incomplete. Devon Kennard with the pressure intended for DiMartino.
You see this pressure coming off the left side. They're going to come right off of here again, bringing more than you can block. And there's Chucky Keaton knowing it. He's under pressure like he has been all afternoon, unable to create anything down the field.
So 3rd and 12, deep in their own territory. And an SC player is down and hurting. So for the moment, Demetrius Wright has been playing well lately at the safety spot, and maybe a cramp issue for Wright. Pointing to that right leg, the thigh.
Yeah, it looks like maybe some kind of cramp. In the heat, playing a lot of snaps. But Demetrius Wright is a guy that's really stepped up for them at that safety position. They play a lot of nickel. They take out their nose guard, Antoine Woods, and then bring in Dion Bailey. He gives them some athleticism, and they like to pressure a lot out of that nickel package, and he's a big part of that.
Final minute plus of this 3rd quarter. Maybe SC's defense needs to make a big play. The offense for the Trojans has been real quiet in this quarter. Keaton in the shotgun. 4-man rush. And they read the screen beautifully. I think Keaton's just going to spike the ball down. Intended for the running back there, DiMartino. But that was Morgan Bressler just read that play so well. That had no chance right from the start.
Well, the senior from Walnut Creek, California, number 91, Morgan Bressler, you'll see him off the edge right there. Look, I'm free. There's a reason why. Let me retrace my rush and get back in there. They're playing man coverage, 2-man, 2 safeties over the top. Responsible for the running back. They shut that screen right down.
Yeah, it was Breslin. Really, everybody read that play well. So the 6th time the Trojans defense has forced a 3-and-out against an offense averaging 49 points a game. The Aggies have to punt the ball away, and this is a shank right off the side of the foot, and it takes a backwards bounce. A gift for USC. The ball is going to be down right around the 25-yard line. That's a net 13-yard punt, and not a good moment for Jaron Ventrude.
And you can feel this coming, boy. He's been pressured, he's been hit, and this one just gets to him as it comes off the side of his foot. And boy, Matt Wells thought that he knew special teams was going to be a big part of this game, but he said, we've got to make a play, a difference-making play. This might be a difference in the other way, given SC a short field.
Yeah, the Aggies have missed a field goal. They've had that bad punt. So there have been some mistakes on special teams for the normally very stout Utah State unit. Great field position for the Trojans. Hand off Madden. Right side running. Trey Madden dragging tacklers inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. 7-yard gain. They spot him at the 17. Second down and short for SC. What likely will be the final play of this third quarter. This is a very deliberate USC offense. That's part of the plan for the Trojans. They are not at all a tempo, hurry-up kind of team. Sort of goes against the grain of what just about everybody else is doing in college football. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Kessler in the shotgun throws, and it's caught by the tight end Grimble. Tackled inside the 10. It'll be first and goal USC, gain of 10. So they will spot the ball, and then the clock will start to run. So I imagine that will be it for the third quarter, and it will be. The Trojans are getting tested here at home, but knocking on the door in a 14-14 tie. Start of the fourth quarter, tie game 14-14. USC and Utah State Trojans have first and goal. The play that got them here. Let's look and listen in. The head coach Lane Kiffin on the sideline, a signal to his quarterback, and in a lot of ways was the key to the play. Let's see if you can hear it from the sideline. The whistle from Lane Kiffin gave the signal to the quarterback Kessler. He called the audible, and the play gained positive yardage, got a first down. It's first and goal. So a big moment here, and a nice job by the SC offense. There's Madden on the carry. Tackled after getting close to 3 yards. It's second and goal coming up. The Trojans here at home, needing a win and being tested big time.
Yeah, they are by this Utah State Aggie football team that's played in some close games. Look, and this defense is being challenged right now. Nice job of limiting the gain on first down by that defensive front of Utah State.
A good tackle by Paul Pucala. So now Kessler under center again. Second and goal from around the 5. Madden the tailback. Lee comes in motion. They're going to throw the fade toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Aguilar wanted a penalty flag. No flag was thrown. Lawson with the coverage.
Lawson on the coverage.
Everyone thinks you're going to go to Marquise Lee. You go the opposite side of the field. You'll see Aguilar again get on top of the cornerback, but nice coverage by Lawson of sticking with it and getting his right hand in there, deflecting the ball away.
It was not a bad pass by Kessler. Aguilar had a shot to get his hands on it. This feels like a very big play in this game.
Yeah, interesting who you go to right here. I expect him to go to his tight end in the slot. You see him right here, middle of the field. See if he gets them to the big target.
Third and goal. Kessler from the shotgun. A fake handoff. Pressure comes, and Kessler cannot get away. He's sacked by the Utah State defense. Jake Dowdy with the big play. Fourth and goal, and the field goal team is coming on.
You got to love the call by Todd Orlando, bringing pressure on a critical third down. He's bringing his backers. He loves the way they rush against running backs. As you see Dowdy right there defeating the block of Trey Madden for the sack at a critical third down.
The defensive coordinator, Orlando, he's got to be pleased with that one. 25-yard field goal try. Adari missed from 46 earlier. This time the kick is on the way, and it is good. So SC gets points out of it. Not the touchdown, but the Trojans do have the lead, 17-14. Our aerial coverage on this beautiful Southern California day provided by Goodyear. Tires that go the distance make Goodyear a fan favorite. Goodyear, more driven. The downtown Los Angeles skyline. We're here inside the LA Memorial Coliseum, where the Trojans had first and goal but settle for a field goal, and now kicking off with the lead once again, but up 17-14. It'll be taken back by Tay Glover Wright, and he gets close to the 20 but not all the way there. Some more good special teams coverage from the Trojans. Their defense back on the field. Both teams 2-1, certainly feeling very different about those records coming into this game. Chucky Keaton, the quarterback, the junior, one of the unsung stars of college football, but he has not had his way today, that's for sure. Keaton 16 of 31, just 142 yards. He does have the 2 touchdowns, has not thrown an interception.
Yeah, he's taking care of the football. He's also been under a lot of duress by this USC defense at Clancy Pendergrass. They've been harassing him all afternoon long. They've got to keep the pressure on him, see if he can come through for Utah State.
Hill leaves the backfield on 1st and 10. Keaton looked like a design kind of run, but really there was just nowhere to go. Leonard Williams held his ground, and he and a couple teammates make the tackle. A loss of 2 on the play.
When you're playing man coverage back there on defense, Clancy Pendergrass told us, she goes, look, when we're in man, we've got to take our blindfolds off as rushers and be aware of where the quarterback is. Another great job of doing that. It was a called quarterback draw. The defensive line's there to make the stop.
6 punts the last 7 times Utah State has had the ball. They're in another 2nd and long situation here inside their own 20. They will hand the ball off. Hill right side running. Hill's got room. Hill's got speed. Joe Hill. He's got the 1st down. It's still going across the 35-yard line. Hill with a nice burst for a 1st down and a big gain of 18 yards on the ground.
And it's something that's one area where Utah State's had some success, is getting the ball to the edge against pressure of USC.
The quick snap, the handoff. Hill trying for that same spot. Penalty flag thrown, I think, holding against Utah State. Play gained 4 yards or so, but I think it's coming back. Penalties have been a huge problem for the Aggies.
Holding. Number 22 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. 1st down will be repeated.
The tight end Keegan Anderson, he's had a tough day blocking.
Yeah, Keegan Anderson getting called right there for holding on the edge where the officials are going to see it. Got to keep those hands inside.
Much more of a receiving tight end, asking him to block against some of these big physical SC defenders. Maybe a bit too much to ask. 1st and 20, back to the 25-yard line. 12.5 minutes to go at the Coliseum. Anderson in motion, the tight end, a little shoulder fake. Keaton now swings it out. He's got his man wide open, Van Leeuwen to the 30, and then he slips trying to make that cut. Does fall forward to about the 33. Chucky Keaton was slow getting up. A gain of 9 on the play. He's got a smile on his face. I guess he's okay.
Yeah, that's right. He said, hey, just another day at the office for Chucky Keaton. And that's one thing they try to do, is manage how many hits he takes trying to get down. That's on nothing he could do to avoid that.
Still 2nd and long, but 2nd and 11 after the 9-yard gain. Keaton in that shotgun, almost a pistol formation, little option style play. He keeps it and runs forward for about 3 yards to set up 3rd and long.
Trying to get that running game going by getting Chucky Keaton involved in it as well. Nice job by USC defensively. Critical 3rd down here for Chucky Keaton. He's got to get the ball out to one of his playmakers down the field.
8 times already today Utah State has had 3rd and 10 or more. This isn't quite that, but another tough 3rd down situation. Van Leeuwen in motion, the fake handoff. Keaton spins around and keeps his balance, but finally goes down. The play just really blown up from the start. Chucky Keaton never had a chance to do anything. And Morgan Breslin again was in on that play with the pressure.
You'll see number 191 Morgan Breslin at the top of your screen, defeat the pulling guard, get back inside, and again be able to take down Chucky Keaton. Nice job by Breslin, wreaking havoc on the edge for the USC defense.
It's not Marquise Lee, it's Aguilar who is back deep to receive. Last 8 times Utah State has had the ball. This is the 7th time they're punting, and they're not punting. It's a fake. The tight end is going to heave it up there, and it's going to fall incomplete. And SC is going to get the ball with great field position. They asked DJ Tialavea to make the play, and he could not do it. So SC special teams again was there. Matt Wells wondering what was going on. But they gambled on special teams, and it did not work.
That was a big-time gamble. Great awareness by the USC special teams. There's no way Tialavea was going to be able to make that throw under duress. The defense was there. A lot of starters playing on their special teams because of their numbers, and that paid off right there.
So the Trojans get the ball in Aggies territory, leading 17-14, 10:28 to go. And you sort of appreciate the gamble by the Aggies on special teams.
Look for a shot play down the field right here by Lane Kiffin and USC. Marquise Lee.
Now, before they can get the play off, a penalty flag. I don't know if they asked for timeout or not.
Before the snap, USC requested a timeout.
They did.
Their first of the half.
So the timeout, SC avoids the penalty. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 17-14, Trojans lead.
ESPN's College Football on ABC, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, the official hangout for NCAA football, Best Buy, and Chevrolet. Find new roads.
You need a pretty big trophy room here at USC. The BCS National Championship Trophy, a part of that. SC struggling again on offense today. They have spent a huge part of this game in Utah State territory, and despite all those plays on the Aggies side of the field, the lead for SC here in the fourth quarter is just 17-14.
Well, I tell you what, when you're in enemy territory, you've got to find a way to take advantage of it, maximize those opportunities. And this offense, you can see where it is. It's green at a lot of positions, a quarterback that hasn't played a whole lot of snaps, although I think Cody Kessler's done a great job managing the game. There's been some drops, penalties, just things to keep them out of rhythm.
Well, after the fake punt, it did not work. SC's got the ball again in Aggies territory, and they run a little swing pass that's incomplete, well defended, and not well thrown anyway. Trying to get the ball to Trey Madden. You can just hear the anxiety inside the Coliseum as this offense has really sputtered in the second half. It has not been pretty.
And it's just tough for them to find a little bit of rhythm. They take shot plays here, a little bit there, but really not a lot of continuity coming off their running game, which has been just okay here today.
So they go from a shotgun formation. Trey Madden, the tailback, to Kessler's left. Lee down at the right side. Kessler looking that way. They'll throw short, middle, incomplete behind Nelson Aguilar. Third down coming up. Before that, let's go back to the studios and Robert Flores.
Hey guys, Michigan State and Notre Dame play for the Megaphone Trophy. Here's Irish running back Cam McDaniel, 7-yard touchdown. That breaks a 10-all tie. Irish leading 17-10 early fourth quarter.
All right, thanks, Robert. Third down coming up here for SC after the field position. 2 plays, 2 incompletions, 3rd and 10. Now the Aggies defense, maybe not quite like SC, but they're playing well. The third down has been a tough down for the Trojans. Aggies bringing pressure here. Kessler throws left sideline, incomplete. Looking for Lee, threw it out of bounds. Kessler took another big hit. That has been a story of the second half. It's 4th and 10.
Yeah, you have to tip your hat to the pressure that this Utah State defense is getting hits on Cody Kessler. He's taken some shots here today, and that one was tough to get up from right there. Hats off to Todd Orlando, defensive coordinator. This defense is very good in its own right as well.
Yeah, what a great job by the Aggies defense. The fake punt, and it didn't work, but it ends up not costing the Aggies in that the Trojans, they got the ball inside the 35 and they go 3 and out. So another punt for Alvarado. Trying to pin Utah State deep. The ball's going to bounce inside the 5 and it's going to be saved. Was it? It was. Well, that's really good special teams play there. The Aggies are going to get the ball inside their own 2-yard line. Trojans defense may have to win this game themselves. 17-14 USC. Well, you're not going to want to miss this. Widely regarded as football's first family, the Manning brothers. Never before seen footage, stories from their beginnings in New Orleans with their dad, Archie, all the way to their ascent into NFL superstardom. SEC story, the Book of Manning. We've seen some clips. It looks fantastic. Tuesday at 8 Eastern on ESPN. Also live on Watch ESPN. So the Trojan special teams with the punt and down in the ball inside the 3. Aggies started their own 2-yard line, fourth quarter. Just over 10 minutes to go at the Coliseum. Utah State trailing USC by 3. Handoff, straight ahead running, and nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it for Joey DiMartino. Second down and 10. And you just wonder how willing the Aggies are going to be against that guy's defense to be aggressive at all at this spot of the field.
Yeah, how many chances they want to take. But I tell you, when you got Chucky Keaton, you cannot lose faith in his ability to make plays.
Second and 10. Keaton in the shotgun in the end zone. Butler goes in motion. Keaton looking to pass, throws short. It's caught. DiMartino gets to the corner and is dragged down out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Lamar Dawson with the tackle and the coverage. But a play that gives the Aggies a little breathing room and sets down a very rare third and short. Utah State has not had many of these.
Yeah, Joey, DiMartino had Lamar Dawson leverage from the onset. Easy completion. Third and short, critical third down for Utah State to try and get the ball down the field a little bit.
Let's see if SC brings some pressure here. They're showing some pressure. Keaton, short drop, spins away from Breslin, and now tripped up and sacked. Breslin stuck with it, ultimately got Chucky Keaton down. Fourth down, the Trojans defense is going to force another punt.
You'll see Morgan Breslin right here. You're going to see him be relentless in his pursuit of Chucky Keaton. Look, he always makes the first guy miss. There it is right there. But Breslin does not quit and trips up Chucky Keaton. That is not easy to do.
How many times is Utah State going to ask a running back to block Morgan Breslin? It is not working at all.
Yeah, and you've got to have a quick throw, but the problem is that USC's secondary has been playing blanket tight coverage on the Utah State wide receivers.
Well, the punt from the end zone, fair catch. Aguilar comes up and drops the ball. The ball's on the ground, and I think SC was there to recover. There may have been interference anyway. There's a flag down, so it might not have mattered. Nelson Aguilar may well have been interfered with as he tried to make that catch. We'll see what the penalty flag is. SC's going to have good field position no matter what.
Kick catch interference. Number 17 of the kicking team. 15-yard spot foul. First down, USC.
Well, Jeremy Morris called for the penalty. Let's take another look.
See Morris coming down. Boy, it looks like he's almost blocked into him. You have to give him an opportunity to catch the football.
Morris was upset at that one. The big penalty, and that pushes SC again into great field position. They'll start their drive on the Utah State 30. The Trojans just have not been able to take advantage of this on offense. It's been the story of the day, really. Fifth time they've started to drive in Utah State territory. Madden straight ahead running without much room. Maybe got two. Under 8 minutes to go. At this point, David, you figure for SC there are going to be no style points. It's not going to be pretty. It's just survive and try to get the win.
Yeah, you got to find a way to come away with the W right here. Make sure you don't turn the ball over. But great teams find a way to capitalize on these opportunities. USC is not a great football team right now. Defensively, they are outstanding. Special teams solid. Offensively, they're behind the curve right now. And they've got to try and get this thing fixed. The more snaps Kessler takes, the better off he's going to be.
Play fake to Madden. Kessler with lots of time looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Flag is thrown. Kessler running now, and he's going to be dropped. A sack, a loss of 2 yards, plus a penalty flag on the play. He had all kinds of time, just did not have anybody to throw the ball to. Utah State's got a decision to make here. Borderline field goal territory. They may well accept the penalty.
Holding. Number 82 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
If you decline there, it's 3rd and 10 after the sack. See if we can see the penalty.
You see Telfler right here, the tight end on the bottom of your screen, holding up, hands outside.
If you grab a piece of the jersey, you're going to get penalized.
Especially on the edge of the line of scrimmage, a tight end, you have to be so good about having your hands up and inside. We're just going to call that.
So 2nd and 18 after Utah State decides to accept that penalty. SC, short drop for Kessler, throws left side, and it is intercepted. Intercepted, no. He could not quite hang on. Nevin Lawson, I thought he had it. But the ball hit the ground, and Lawson knew he missed a chance for a pick.
Nevin Lawson matched up man-to-man with the best receiver in the country, stride for stride, inside position, has a chance to make a play on the ball, and he just can't finish the INT.
Oh, my goodness. Now, that's a gift for SC in that Nevin Lawson, he did the tough part. Great coverage, got his hands on the ball, and basically secured the ball. He was sliding to the ground and then dropped it.
You got to finish those plays.
So 3rd and 18 for the Trojans, and a whistle. SC wants a timeout. Man, the offense has been ugly. So some frustration for the Trojans on that side of the ball. 3rd and 18 when we come back. USC trying to hang on here in the 4th quarter. 6:56 to go at the Coliseum, and the Trojans lead the Aggies of Utah State 17-14. Lane Kiffin's team, they started this drive at the Utah State 30, and they've gone backwards. It's 3rd and 8. 3 of 11. The Trojans are on 3rd down in this one.
Watch Fackrell right here. He's the difference maker on defense for Utah State. See if he can get there.
Little sprint out left. The play sort of blown up at the beginning. Kessler throws, and it's incomplete. More good coverage. Really just nothing happening right from the start. It's 4th down, and despite that field position, you can see the frustration for Kiffin.
Well, that time they drop Fackrell and bring pressure outside. But again, look at the coverage on Marquise Lee. That is outstanding by Lawson. You're staying man-to-man with the best receiver in the country on a critical 3rd down.
Lee just hasn't had a whole lot of room to operate in this game. The busiest man for SC has been the punter, Chris Alvarado. Another punt coming up for the Trojans. Utah State with a little pressure, and that one is not a good punt. Alvarado's had a pretty good day. He'll get a favorable bounce. It's going to kick out of bounds at the 15 or so. That counts as good field position for the Aggies based on the last couple times they've had the ball. ESPN College Football Primetime presented by Hampton Hotels. Auburn LSU tonight 7:45 Eastern on ESPN. Also available live on Watch ESPN. The 6th ranked Tigers at home in Baton Rouge against an Auburn team that has gotten better this year. Headed in the right direction. Auburn, of course, last year was such a disaster. Utah State went into Auburn a couple years ago and nearly beat the Tigers coming off their national championship. Utah State is a team that has been on the road against some very good teams, has played well in a lot of those games. They know about the pressure of this kind of situation, but they have not gotten one of those signature wins away from home yet. That's what they're trying to do here today, and they've got a chance to do it. You see the close losses late in the last couple of years. Chucky Keaton back to pass, throws middle, and it's incomplete. Again, he threw it so hard, Swindle just could not bring it in. He was open. It's 3rd down and 8.
Swindle was open for the 1st down. Again, like you said, a fastball by Chucky Keaton.
And sometimes a little finesse might do him well. 3rd and 8. 4 of 14 Utah State is on 3rd downs in this game. Keaton back to pass, throws right. He's got his man caught. 1st down. Out to the 30. Now there's Swindle, made the catch that time.
And you'll see Swindle again, 6'4", 200 pounds outside. The soft coverage by SC in the back by Seymour. He just turns up right at the sticks, gets the 1st down.
Well, he's played pretty well today. 1st down for the Aggies and some breathing room. They have spent so much of this half in this game deep in their own territory. Keaton all kinds of time looking downfield, now going to scramble and go out of bounds. Right near the line of scrimmage, shoved out of bounds. Leonard Williams with the pressure. Chucky Keaton has been corralled. He has not made much happen today with his legs.
Yeah, 4-man rush by USC again. Playing coverage behind it. Nice job in the back half of taking care of things. Chucky really nowhere to go with the football. And then nice job of being aware where he was in the rush. by SC's D-line.
And the rushing total impacted by the sacks he's taken, but still just no big plays on the ground for a guy who is the leading rusher on the season for Utah State. Handoff, right side running, and across the 30 to the 33. Joey DiMartino, gain of 3 yards. Another third down for Utah State. Pressure moments. The Aggies are running out of time in this game. Third and 7. Keaton pressured, throws, and he's got the pass complete, but I don't know. Very close to the first down. Travis Reynolds sat down right near that marker, and he made the catch. It's going to depend on the spot, and I don't know if they got a great spot.
Morgan Breslin has been almost unblockable against linemen and offensive backs, running backs. A spin move inside at the feet of Chucky Keaton. Chuck is able to complete the throw, but short of the first down.
Well, I think the spot was an accurate one. It just depends on this measurement here. It looks like he was a little bit short, and Utah State's going to have a decision. We'll wait till they stretch the chain out, and just barely. Wow.
That's as close as you can get.
And I think the Aggies are going to go for it here.
I think they got to. You're on the road. You're Utah State. You've got one of the best players in the country. A veteran offensive line. They say it's a game of inches. Might be a game of just about an inch.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Utah State gets the play call in now. Play clock. They still got plenty of time. They're going to hand the ball off, straight ahead running, and I think he got it. Now, initially, it didn't look like there was any room there, but instead of a quarterback keeper, they handed the ball off, and they get the first down. So a big yard for the Aggies. Keeps the drive going. Joey DiMartino. He got tripped up, but he fell forward for the first down. Keaton throws, tipped, incomplete. And a near interception. Hayes Pollard got his hand on that one. Number 10, one of the captains of the Trojans defense. Second down for Chucky Keaton and the Utah State Aggies.
Is this the moment? Is this the drive they've been waiting for?
For years. Close calls at Texas A&M, at Auburn, at Wisconsin, at Utah. Keaton in the pocket, looking deep right side, and incomplete, out of bounds. Intended for Reynolds. Keaton got hit again. And this time he is hurt.
Yeah, you can't shake that one off right there. That was Kennard coming in, delivering the blow instead of Breslin this time. We got a couple bookends over there, SC does.
3rd and 10. What is this, the 9th 3rd and 10 or more for Utah State in this game? That's a big total. From the shotgun, pressure, the screen, complete, but a very short gain. USC defended that well. They got pressure, but they also swarmed the pass catcher. And SC, their 2 defensive players collided hard, and that collision has caused an injury timeout. Pollard, man, he got licked. And George Uko was in on that collision as well.
Yeah, they hit each other as the receiver ducked underneath the tackle. You'll see him to the left of your screen. Number 90 coming in right there. And Pollard coming over the top.
Natson got down and avoided that collision. It's 4th down, and I think Utah State wants to go for it again. This time not 4th and inches, it's 4th and 9. 4 minutes, now under 4 minutes to go. Now the Aggies are gambling here. Pressure picked up initially. Keaton's going to try to run for it. Chucky Keaton can't get away. He's tackled short of the first down. And the SC defense comes up big again. And it was George Uko who stayed in the game after getting hurt. He made a very big play.
See George Uko and Kennard again. That's the speed of that SC defense. Being able to chase down Chucky Keaton. Looked like he had some space.
And Lane Kiffin for a moment can be pleased with that. This game is not over, though. Not by any stretch. Utah State, they've got all 3 timeouts. 3.5 minutes to go. SC's defense holds. 17-14 Trojans. Another drive that starts in Aggies territory. Pitch back play. Aguilar left side trying to get to the edge. Aguilar has the first down. Down to the 35-yard line.
You see Aguilar, Lane Kiffin getting in the bag of tricks, trying to create an explosive play for SC. Aguilar being a senior, being a has got to get out of bounds, trying to stop the keep from going out of bounds and get down in the field of play as they got to start working this clock.
Well, they do spot the ball and run the clock now. So right about 3 minutes to go. Marquise Lee in motion. And they will hand it off to Trey Madden. Left side running. Gain of a yard. We'll see if the Aggies use a timeout or not. It looks like the answer is not. SC now wants to be very deliberate.
Take your time. These are situations you work on during the week all the time.
Yeah, they worked on them yesterday in their walkthrough. Just those late game kind of situations. Madden again, the tailback. No reason for the Trojans to snap a play until the play clock is very close to 0. They run the play with the clock at 3. Madden to the right side this time and spun around. Finally dragged down. But pretty close to the first down. Good effort by Trey Madden. B.J. Larson. Madden wanted that first down. Now Utah State calls the timeout. It'll be 3rd and short when we come back. SC trying to hang on. They lead 17-14. Back here to Los Angeles. Dave Fleming, David Diaz, Infante. 17-14 SC with a lead over Utah State. We do welcome those of you who watched Wisconsin get a win. USC trying to hang on for a victory in a big play here. 3rd and 2 out of the timeout. 2:10 to go. Trojans ball. Cody Kessler, the quarterback, under center. Handoff Madden. Madden straight ahead running, and I don't know. Close, but he might not have gotten the first down. They'll stop the clock. Utah State burns a timeout. They may well have stopped the clock to measure anyway, but Utah State wants to freeze that clock no matter what.
See Trey Madden running hard, putting his pads down. Boy, that is the test of 2 wills right there at the line of scrimmage. This one's close to call here.
And if they don't get it, if they did not get enough to get the first down, it'll be interesting to see if SC decides on 4th down to try to go for it and essentially put the game away, or if they try a long field goal to pad a 3-point lead. And I think SC would probably choose to go for it. But first things first, the measurement. Now, this is very big. We've already had missed field goals on both sides in this game, and they are short by what, a half a yard? So 4th down and maybe a foot or so. Kiffin and his quarterback are going to talk about it. I am not sure about Utah State's handling of the clock here. They waited after a first down play, did not call a timeout. Then on after the second down play on 3rd and short, burned that timeout. Essentially, they put themselves in a spot here where if they don't stop SC on this play, the game is going to be over. Or real close to it. But they have a chance to get the ball back if they can stop the Trojans. So we'll see. Kessler And he's going to keep it, try to push his way forward. It's going to depend on the spot, but I think he got a favorable spot. And if so, that's going to be a first down. There wasn't a whole lot of room there. They stopped the clock. They'll take a look at it. Obviously, this is huge. It is a first down, USC. First down, Trojans with 2 minutes to go.
You see that surge by the offensive line. Boy, that's as tough as it gets right there. Way to bury your shoulders and drive your legs. Cody Kessler gutting it out. Look at the look on Lane Kiffin. A sense of relief right there for him.
The game is not over yet, and Kessler got out of that pile a little slowly. Utah State called their final timeout, so they stopped the clock with 2 minutes to go. But the Trojans, as long as they execute here, are looking like they're going to escape with a victory. 17-14 USC. It has not been pretty. Trojans have fewer than 300 yards of offense on the day. The USC defense has been really spectacular against a powerful offense for the Aggies. SC going to hand the ball off to Madden. Straight ahead running, so not taking a knee, running a play. A gain of 4 yards. Utah State cannot stop the clock now. If Utah State can get these plays over with as quickly as possible, maybe a chance for some final seconds left on the clock. But SC's got to be very deliberate here. No reason to snap the ball until there's 1 on that play clock. And now they're going to be conservative about it and take a knee. So quickly, let's go back to the studio and Robert Flores.
All right, guys, right now on ESPN, tight one between Rutgers and Arkansas. Scarlet Knights, Gary Nova to Leonte Caro. That puts the Scarlet Knights up 4 late in the 4th quarter. Rutgers with the ball.
Well, that would be huge for Rutgers. I'm not sure you can call this one huge. SC is going to win this game, but it really has not been pretty for the Trojans offense. There are going to be a lot more questions about SC on the offensive side of the ball. One thing the Trojans did do in this game, David, though, is their defense was outstanding. So there's the final knee, and SC's not going to be forced to run another play here. It'll be 4th down, but under a half a minute to play. Chucky Keaton and the Aggies are going to be very disappointed. Another close call on the road.
I tell you, I think really the team speed of USC on the defensive side of the ball, really the difference in this football game. They were able to corral a great athlete like Chucky Keaton and play coverage on the back end and pressure him all day long consistently. Hats off to defense coordinator Clancy Pendergrass. What a great job his guys did on that side of the ball. And this may be the way USC has to win, ugly, until this offense gets going.
It could be the right formula for the Trojans. The defense really was good. And you have to acknowledge that Keaton, with all the numbers he's put up, he was very dangerous, and yet he just never had a chance to get it going. The SC offense had some moments. I think Cody Kessler showed some stuff at the quarterback spot. But the Trojan schedule gets pretty tough here soon as well. Let's go down on the field. Shelley Smith with the victorious head coach.
Lane, how did you win this game?
We're 3-1. That's all that matters. We couldn't get to 4-0 today. We got to 3-1, and so obviously defense played great today against a great quarterback and a really good team that came in here and played really hard like they do every week.
Why did your offense struggle, especially in the second half?
Yeah, we just really couldn't find a rhythm. We were close there, and they did a good job. You know, they came up and played man-to-man, and we went to Marquise a couple times and weren't able to come down with the plays. So we'll go back to work, you know, and go on the road next week.
Yeah, what concerns do you have going forward?
Well, anytime you know, close game, you want to play better and have blowouts, but we didn't. We won the game, and that's what matters today, and we'll go back to work.
Great. Thanks so much, Lane.
All right, thanks, Shelley. And I think that is the takeaway. It's a win for the Trojans. It wasn't always pretty, but USC gets the job done. Final score here from the Coliseum. USC 17, Utah State 14. For David Diaz-Infante, Shelley Smith, and our entire crew, Dave Fleming saying so long. Let's head back to the studio.
John Saunders alongside of Jesse Palmer. Lane Kiffin trying to pretend like he was a satisfied coach, but you could tell he's not satisfied, can't be with that offense. What do they have to do to get better?
Utah State, I think, is a better defense than people give them credit for, but there are 3 key areas of concern right now on USC's offense, and these are the 3 biggest question marks coming into the year. 1, quarterback. 2, being more physical running the football. 3, finding a complementary wide receiver to go along with Marquise Lee. Cody Kessler, Max Wittick both struggled mightily week 1 and 2. Kessler looked so good last week against Boston College. Must be more efficient than he was today. They have very good running backs and guys like Trey Madden and Justin Davis, but they got to get more push up front. Running the football when the opposing defense expects you to run it, and we're all waiting for Nelson Aguilar to finally emerge. Someone else has to take coverage and pressure off of Marquise Lee, who is the best wide receiver in the nation, if USC hopes to compete for a Pac-12 South and then potentially a bid in a Rose Bowl. They got to do a lot better on offense because Clancy Pendergast, their defensive coordinator, is doing a great job. This offense, though, has to pick it up.
Right now, they have to compete for their fans. The fans are not happy looking at this offense. People reminded of Pete Carroll and what his offenses did there. Don't forget tonight, most of you will see head coach Brady Hoke and the Michigan Wolverines take on the UConn Huskies. That's at 8 o'clock. We'll see you then.